Welcome back to Improvision Entertainment. My name is Hunterman.
My name is Ryan.
And if you want to catch these conversations when they're not in the middle of things, check out twitch.tv/Hunterman, because I am talking about Sonic Sat-Am and Sonic Adventure and Sonic in general right now with Ryan, who is here on the line, and Molly, who's in the chat. And I forgot to start a recording. We are just leaving the factory that we're all gassed up, we're rested up, and oh, and you know what? While I'm also distracted, let's go ahead and get ourselves a new truck to talk with. So, Molly is yelling, hello!
She is Molly. She wants YouTube to know. I can appreciate that.
Okay, so we are going to grab ourselves another truck. I believe we have 2 slots after we put this one in a building. 1 slot each in Erdine and Tergdag. We're going to go to the agency, and we're going to get ourselves another recruit.
It makes sense.
Look at this guy, Philip. He looks like something. All right, so he likes the explosives though, but I like the valuable and timely delivery for Oliver over here.
I'm liking his hair. Philip.
You liking Philip's hair?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? He kind of reminds me of someone, Ryan.
Who does he remind you of?
Maybe somebody who's talking right now.
Oh.
We're gonna put him over here.
Hey, Molly says Philip looks smug AF. And after Munn just said,
You've made that look, Ryan. You've made that look.
Well, he doesn't have glasses, so it's not the same. Not the same.
I mean, Ahmed is your husband's name? Wait, I thought your husband's name was Jacques. Wait, who's Jacques? Or is Ahmed like a middle name? I'm a little confused now, Molly. Not to be necessarily talking your personal stuff on the stream, but I mean, we've mentioned Jacques' name before because they voted in the poll. By the way, there should be a new poll tomorrow.
I like it.
That's his online person? Oh. Jacques is? Or Ahmed?
Ooh, speaking of Persona, Mun. I'm gonna vote for you to play Persona 5. Yeah.
Well, not next month you are, but you can put it down as a suggestion.
I still need to get back to that game. That game is overwhelming AF.
That kind of reminds me, if you're hearing my voice now and you've currently voted in the poll and you've suggested more than one game, please go in and edit your responses using the ! Vote link in the chat, because I can't accept your answer if you put it. I can't accept any of your answer if you put in more than one answer, because of the things that have happened in previous polls. It's just not fair to both you and everybody else. Because I will be going as Molly Online. Yes. I have been going as Hunterman everywhere since 2001? So I've been using it about as long as as I was forced to use my born name, my birth name. Oh, boo? What?
Boo. Oh, boo.
Why boo? Wait, no, that's not correct. Actually, no, I've been using Hunterman longer, because I was thinking about the Hunter I was playing at that time, but actually I first made a character Hunter in 1997. So actually I've been using Hunterman for like 25 years, give or take. Oh wait, no, before War of the Apocalypse. I'm sorry, my very first character was also named Hunter Vilesen. Hunter Vilesen is mid-90s.
That's a good name.
Well, I mean, it would be a better name if it wasn't like you see, the reason Vilesen is the last name is because I was going for kind of a Nordic type thing, but the character Vile is actually one of the Mavericks in Mega Man X series. 1, 3, and 7, I think.
Gravy.
Welcome back, Gravy.
Didn't
But
know
I
you left.
should feel, yeah, but I should point out, it's hard to know that you've come back, Gravy, if we don't know that you left in the first place and are just quiet. Like, you could just be quiet the whole time.
We thought you've just been creeping.
Not lurking, Ryan. Lurking. Creeping is different. All right.
Gee.
Lurking.
Right.
Creeping is a completely different connotation, sir.
I understand.
Wait, what? I miss. What's Molly? Not now. I missed that.
I can't remember either.
Okay, we have 9 hours and 4 minutes left on this delivery at the moment. It's different police officer. I don't. What? Molly's not. Why you gotta be so negative to Molly as a mod? That's you're just asking for it. What are you asking for? You asking for timeouts? What are you asking for? If we get down to it, Molyneux is an OC I used to draw growing up and design them back in the 90s, but didn't identify as that character until I started playing games. Okay. Gravy says that was a joke. That is a Mass Effect 2 reference. No, wait, no.
Boilers. Ooh.
It's so good. Also, you're way past the timetable you should have gone through Mass Effect already, especially if you like sci-fi, Ryan. What are you doing? What are you doing with your existence right now?
Making bad decisions, I guess, man. Mun.
You just mun everyone. Mun is fine. Mun is ubiquitous. You can just mun.
Yeah, I know. It was a bad habit. Just...
Well, man only sounds weird when you forcibly go, I mean mun, like you meant to do it the other way, but like, if you just let it stand, it would be fine, because, you know, man is like the end of human, it's fine, you know?
You're right.
Or you could go with dude, like you were born in the 80s or something, which you barely were. You barely were born in the 80s, right?
I was born in 88, please and thank you.
Yeah, so barely. You were barely born in the 80s.
Hey, so I have a question. What do those X's mean on the road? Like, I see, like, these embossed X's. Like,
Okay, so those X's and occasionally arrows indicate places that are designed in the world map that the NPCs can drive off into, but that you cannot physically go to because there's nothing past there for you. So that is a not quite invisible wall.
How dare you, game?
If you want, you can actually go into the settings and set it so that those do not appear until you get close to them, but I would find that more troubling than them just being there all the time.
Yes. I sense I am about to have dinner. Something tells me.
Oh, really?
Well, my dog's going crazy. I heard a door shut. So putting one and one together.
Gravy said, I'm very young. My jokes are the wins young people too. Oh, I think your lack of punctuation is kicking me in the teeth again, Gravy. I'm like, what are you... The jokes are the wins young people to? I don't know what that means. Anyway, Molly says, I'm only a few years older than you. Why your game experience so small? Game more. Haha, there you go. Taking it to Ryan.
This is a conversation Mun and I have had on a podcast.
I mean, you do have Game Pass. There's not really an excuse to not play more. Oh, look, see, that exit is closed right there. Look at that. That exit is absolutely closed right now. Oh, but there's also X's. So I couldn't have gone that way anywhere? That's kind of interesting.
Game, we want to go...
Oh, no.
What's going on?
Oh, no. What is happening?
But you see, Molly, and anyone else who's interested, anyone else who's interested,
Excuse me, I'm just gonna ignore this do not drive here right now and just drive past it.
Oh, you rebel.
You know, I'm rich. I can just do pretty much whatever. I own the road.
I was gonna make a joke, but you know.
I get to play it being rich. This is rich people. What rich people do, man. This is what rich people do.
Like a certain individual who may or may not have.
Gravy says I spelt that wrong, and I cannot figure out for the life of me which thing in his sentence would make more sense if it was spelt differently.
But yes, I don't play a lot of games. I get distracted easily. I start games with good intention, but then I move on to something else. I'm like,
I can confirm
definitely-
Ryan gets distracted, and I don't even see personally, but what I get to see is RK Helinator has signed online, and then like 40 minutes later, RK Helinator has signed online, and then like 40 minutes later, RK Helinator has signed online, and I'm just like, Ryan, what are you doing? Play the game!
I have been playing this this gold mining simulator called Gold Rush, the game on Xbox lately. I mean, it's one of those games I would never have thought was my type of game, but it's a lot of fun, yo.
Okay. Can you be more descriptive? What is it about? What is Gold Rush Simulator?
Well, you start
I assume you're I assume you're a 49er.
Har har.
What do you mean har har? That's why they're named the 49ers, you weirdo. The 49 Gold Rush.
I don't know much. I know shockingly little about gold-related things, except gold is something I don't have, but is. And anyway, to the premise of the game, you start out like panning for gold, like just in a river. You literally take a shovel, dump it into what's called like a hog pan, which you
Right.
put water into, and filters out minerals into these things called miner mats, and you exactly, Molly. It's based.
Oh, there was a
on
show on Discovery?
Yeah, the show on. There you go.
I haven't watched regular television for like over a decade.
But basically, you can get all sorts of big machines, and like it's like the progression is based around how much money you get. Oh, are you talking about Gold Rush Simulator or Gold Rush the game, Molly?
Yeah, she thinks it's kind of boring, but you know, I could see myself on a different day thinking this game is kind of boring. So just, you know, to each their own. It depends. I mean, I sort of like I think that I'm boring playing the game. It's hard to tell. But that's why I have people like you on the line talking to me now, Ryan, because I'm like, I need a way to liven this situation up, have a dialogue. Which wouldn't be hard if the chat was always there talking to me, distracting me, so I could run off the road, crash into things, or interact with them. You notice how interacting with the chat was like the third thing of those ones I said, but still. But then again, it was easy for me to miss that one turn because it was a freaking dirt road. How was I supposed to have seen that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Driving trucks is
sim
boring to
games,
some.
I feel like
Yeah.
they are super subjective. Like you just have to find the right game for you, yo.
I kind of feel the same way about trying to play. I've enjoyed my time playing City Skylines on stream, but at the same time, I don't know that it's engaging to watch, because I've realized that all the times I've watched other people playing City Skylines on like YouTube and stuff like that, you know, all those videos are very well edited and chopped for time. And oh no, is that a cop? That's a cop. Hold on.
I don't get my notifications on my phone when I have the Discord pulled up. For some reason, it just pushes them to the background. So my dad texted me 4 minutes. I'm gonna go get my dinner, but I will be BRB, as the kids say.
As I think most people say that at this point.
Yeah, I'm literally just gonna step outside the room where I am, grab it, and come back.
All right, we'll be with you in a second.
Uno momento.
Yep, uno momento, por favor.
Yes.
So like right now, when it's just me and not Ryan. Um, I have plenty of things I could talk about, besides the sore throat happening, preventing me from doing so much. But I'm doing okay right now. But like, if I'm just talking to the VOD, if I'm just talking to the YouTube channel, because like nobody's in chat interacting, then I start drawing a serious blank of what to talk about, what to say, and I end up repeating myself a lot of the stuff. Like, I start talking about the games I want to create, or I start talking about Assassin's Creed, like, or I just start talking about like the schedule changes that people on YouTube would not care about because it doesn't affect them because they're watching in the future when all this stuff is in the past. We're in the past right now. Welcome to the past, everyone. Like,
Oh, I am back.
congratulations, you're still in the past.
Yay! What? I don't want to be in the past, man. Man, I want to move it. I want to be in the
It's not a big
future.
deal if you don't auto-correct yourself. Like,
know.
you're making it a thing. But also, you're on YouTube, and in YouTube, this is the past. This is so in the past, it's probably not going to go live until 2023.
Oh, trippy.
Papers, please.
Every time you say that, I think of that game.
Well, good, because they're checking my documents.
Yes.
Exclamation point glory in the chat.
Mm.
For the motherland! Glory to Ostotska! There you go! Nightbot blurts out glory to Ostotska. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Molly. Look at this slow-ass traffic I'm dealing with right now. What is happening? We're going 22 kph, and they are not... Okay, there we go. Now it's gone to 60.
Play like the 3D or VR version of Papers, please.
I mean, that would be pretty cool if you had to, like, you physically looking at the documents and stamping the thing and like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, you know what? I'll vouch for that. I think a Papers, Please VR would be pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, I need to go... Okay. My next rest stop is in 7 hours. The time remaining on the job is 10 hours. But my arrival time is 6... So, the game was... If I had not decided to ignore that I was supposed to, Hold on, wait. Is one of these for trucks and one of these for cars? Yep. Okay. If I was not... if I did not drive where I wasn't supposed to that time, this would be a lot closer of a trip. But the game was clearly trying to redirect me to make me lose time, and I did not go for it.
Game, come on now.
I used my rich powers and I overrode it.
Why you got a game all over the place, game? Come on now.
Checking my documents.
I'm enjoying some barbecue cheese fries right now, if anyone's curious.
Barbecue cheese fries.
They are fantastic. They have brisket on them.
Policija? What? Wait, what country am I in that is Policija as opposed to Policia?
It sounds French.
Let's find a new route.
I don't know if the...
Get ready.
Wait, what happened? Did I? Game. Where are you telling me to go now? Oh, I just followed the cops. I wasn't actually supposed to turn. Alright, you know what? Turning around.
Turn left.
Because otherwise I'm going to have to go through a checkpoint and then through a checkpoint again. And that will not make any... Oh, hold on. I can go out that way. Perfect. Beautiful.
Oh, this legal.
Oswego? Oswego, New York? What?
Finding a new
What?
route.
What did you say? You're like Oswego?
Oh, cheese fries, the chips. Oh, because I'm American. Ha, I
Go
get it.
straight on.
Yes.
What? First of all,
Molly, Molly said cheese fries, the chips.
I'm still not super clear on the European version of what chips are.
To turn left.
Molly, I am also confused. Ryan, what did you say you were eating before I had to make a U-turn? You said you said barbecue cheese sticks?
Barbecue cheese fries.
Barbecue cheese fries. So that's cheese fries with barbecue sauce?
With barbecue sauce and they have brisket on them. Oh my gosh. Loaded with brisket.
Molly's asking
And
cheese fries the chips or cheese fries the crisp. I think you mean cheese fries the cheese fries, Molly. What? I don't understand what you need clarification of.
I think chips would be more accurate if we're talking outside of the U.S.
There's a bagged snack called barbecue cheese fries, and those are chips? No, I think he's got French fries that are cheesed and also barbecue sauced.
Barbecue sauce and brisket. That's an important. Can't leave out the brisket, bud. That is.
I don't know what a brisket is off the top of my head. So, okay, brisket.
Mm.
Do.
It's,
Bum 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 bum.
it's thinly sliced meat, like, or crumbled up bits of meat, like.
I am weirdly not a fan of melted cheese. I like cheese a lot, but just not a fan of melted cheese. I don't like it on my burgers. But I have made a special place in my heart, possibly building up, for Fats bacon cheese fries.
Yes, Molly is correct. Brisket is a cut of beef.
Oh, well, I like the sound of that, being that it is meat and I am mostly a carnivore.
Natural. But in the barbecue world, it's usually like thinly sliced or chopped brisket.
Hold on, I think the map is trying to direct me someplace I'm not going.
These fries are wonderful. I would suggest the place, but there's this great place in Oklahoma that has fantastic barbecue.
Policija. Oh, I need to reset the timer so I know when the game is going to go out of control. I forgot to do that. When the potato is going to interrupt me.
Damn you, potato. Why do you have to be so delicious?
You know, that is a great question. I think it's because you can season potatoes all kinds of ways. I think that's the real answer. You can pretty much take a potato and you can make it something you want to eat. Like, I don't know that there's people out there who really like super dislike potatoes. You can do so much with potatoes.
Exactly. It's a very versatile food.
Let's see here. The cut shop doesn't make it brisket. The cut of meat underneath the chest is the brisket? What's underneath the chest? What does that mean? These are nice houses, though, by the way.
I appreciate your little bits of wisdom, Molly. I mean, I had animal science in high school, and it's good for a refresher about this.
Molly is a child of the world, and I believe she has said previously that English is her third language.
Wow.
Chest is the chuck. The part right under the chest is the brisket. Wait. Hold on, wait. So brisket is a part of a cow? Is that what we're saying? Is that why it's called brisket? Like, brisket is a part of a cow? Used to live the life 100% my own survival? Well, I didn't realize that. Oh, so it's like, oh, okay. So it's just like calling something T-bone or a side of beef.
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know I thought a brisket of beef was like I thought it was a beef that you prepared a certain way and then you called it brisket. I didn't know brisket was the part of a cattle. I did not know that. That is news to me. I have an amazingly stuffed up nose, and I don't know if you guys could tell, but I'm having trouble breathing right now. Like,
Oh,
I think between this recording and the next recording, I need to like blow my nose or something because something is clogging my airways, and it is becoming very distracting.
Keep right.
It's the part right above the leggies. Oh right, forgot about the shank. You're right, shank.
Exit. Right.
We are now exiting right. See, I just don't think I would be as confident with my turns if I was in first person. I'd always be wondering like where the back end of the truck was currently positioned.
I think it depends on how your setup is. Like if it showed you all of the relevant information that you needed in first person.
I guess that's kind of what I've been saying about the way third person allows me to compensate for the things the game can't do. Like, for example, things in the rearview mirrors are vanishing before they would vanish, right? Like, they're not displaying all the way back. So if I was able to sit in first person with a VR headset, be able to look left or right at my own discretion, moving my head, no big deal, and be able to actively see in my actual mirrors, like where stuff was, then I think it wouldn't be as much of a deal. But I really feel like
Go straight on.
I get like a fourth of the vision space when I'm actually in first person in this game. Like, I really feel like I can't see what's happening.
I think there's a peripheral you can buy that adds head tracking to like some games. Like,
Well, I mean, VR headset has innate head tracking. Oh, Ryan, can you read that paragraph from Molly off to me? Because that would take a lot of.
Yes, my primary source of food used to be killing and preparing my own food. So I had to sell off some of it to get money to buy things sometimes because I can't eat an entire cow in a day. So I got good at learning the parts. Same with lamb and horse, but I do not like the taste or smell of horse at all.
Molly, were you dealing with wild cattle and horses? Is that a thing where you were? Or were you sneaking onto somebody's land, maybe? Possibly past the statute of limitations?
I would assume she was raising them her. I mean, like she said, she was raising them her own.
You lived in the wilderness.
Oh my goodness. You're live. I don't want to pry it. It sounds fascinating. I would love to hear more if you're comfortable divulging.
Okay, I got question marks on the map, and I'm gonna double check my math real quick to see if I can hit to them. Because I would like to cut down on how much backtracking I need in the future to hit like.
Job done.
Okay, hold on. I have 7 hours to make a 4.5 hour trip,
Keep
so I should be good.
then continue straight.
How much time until I need to rest? 4 hours. Oh, I'm cutting the sleep kind of close though.
Go straight on.
That is true. But you know what? That's fine. We can fall asleep at the wheel, and we'll get penalties for it, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I mean, if you don't believe it's fine, you can just exclamation point status in the chat and double check.
I'm gonna say that for somebody else because I already know what's gonna happen.
Right.
Turn right.
I think the only... I mean, if I could rig it right, I'd have like a little JavaScript thing, so like different dialogue would come up depending on the circumstances. Because when we're over in first episode Curse, things may not be fine. Okay?
Yeah.
First episode Curse is kind of hefty.
I mean, sometimes things are fine. For the most part, things are fine, but there are circumstances.
Uh-oh. I almost ran that railroad crossing.
Hey, hashtag rich trucker life. Hashtag cheesing it.
That is not a South Carolina train. It was only like 7 cars. Oh, I couldn't have run it. There's an invisible wall that prevented me from going forward. All right, note to self. It wasn't gone until the things were fully up. Oh no. Can you get that paragraph from Molly also, by the way, Ryan?
Yes, we had a house, but it had no power. We raised cows for meat and milk, a few chickens and lambs. We also had horses that we rehabbed, but we ate the ones we couldn't rehab. Aww. Humane sacrifice. Horses that can't be rehabbed usually suffered from non-fixable broken legs and back, and that's intensely painful. Well, poor horses, and even though it's a little ironic because I am a meat eater, I realize I do intensely love and respect all animals in life.
Oh yeah. I mean, animals should have rights just like everybody else does, in my opinion.
Exact, agreed.
I think we should have standards that do not force the convenience and also kind of evil of factory farms.
Yes, but I understand doing what you have to do, Molly, for the animal and for your own survival. That's
Well, I mean, there's being humane, and then there's just outright not killing. And I don't think we need to traipse all the way over into not kill, because unless we can start growing actual meat stuff from non-animals.
I mean, they're trying to do that.
They are trying to do that. My question would come into play is if doing that would give a window for vegetarians to eat meat, because the main reason, to my understanding, that vegetarians or vegans do not eat meat is because they do not want harm to come to animals. But if you could have meat and not cause harm to animals, would that be okay? Would you be allowed, if you will, to have that meat? I don't know. I am neither of those things. I don't know. I'm almost a carnivore.
Logic would say... logic would say... yes, but I am not a vegetarian, so I don't want to speak for them.
Right. I mean, ditto on that. Oh man, was that 3 stacks of waffles with just syrup just coursing down? That looks so good.
Oh man, I'm eating food, and that sounds good.
It doesn't sound like you'd want to combine what you're eating with what that is, though.
No, that would not be a great combination.
Yeah, you don't necessarily want to combine grape juice and taco. Not a great combination. You might like grape juice and taco, but you probably don't want a grape juice and taco at the same time.
However, I was pleasantly surprised the first time I went to a Waffle House and tried hash browns with chili and gravy on them.
Is this another trucks, or is this a recruitment agency? What's going on here?
It was surprisingly delicious.
Is this a recruitment agency? Please let me hit it from over here. Hello? There you go. Got it.
Please make a U-turn when possible.
Please make a U-turn when possible. Working on it.
Turn right.
Okay. Let's see here. As we approach this road, we have 3 hours and 32 minutes to get to our destination, and we have 3 hours and 39 minutes until I fall asleep at the wheel.
Turn left.
I'll read Molly's paragraph here.
Oh, I didn't realize it was a different paragraph. My bad. Please do.
Yes. We had cattle for pets, and I'm sorry, cut off a little bit there, Molly. We had cattle for pets to those we did not kill, horses we usually grew really attached to, and it was always painful to put them down, but seeing them suffer hurt more. Yeah. out of respect for their life and the love they showed us, we didn't want to just throw them in the ground, so they paved the way for our survival so we could help other horses live and have good lives, and most of our horses did. Well, I mean, it's good that you know, cared so much, and it's good that I guess your horses, that you didn't just, like, I can understand that.
Well, Molly, if you don't mind me asking, like, why were you living like that? Was it is that how you were initially raised, and like you were out in the middle of nowhere and you didn't realize like all of society existed beyond there? Like it was a parental choice, or did you guys have hard up times and you just had to go out into the woods because you couldn't afford to live, or like what? If you don't mind me asking, what put you on that path, and also how did you stop doing that path? I feel like there would be more paragraphs coming asking this question, but still.
Well, I'm ready and willing to read them.
Can I go through this side? I probably can't go through this side. Oh wait, yes I
For
can.
those who somehow don't aware, haven't
Keep writing,
caught me on
and then
content
exit right.
before, I have a stutter, so this is like therapy for me. Like reading, interacting, it's very good practice.
Exit. Right.
Yeah, I think you might get away with it if like if you didn't point it out. I think people might be like, does Ryan have a stutter? Maybe a little bit.
Well, I figured I would share as encouragement for people who might be out there and watching this and being like, oh, this person also has a stutter, you know?
Right. Well, I mean, that's the whole reason I mark myself as trans on the videos, even though like I'm not going through HRT or anything like that, is because, and why I'm posting the thing about like fighting off the trolls and stuff, because I'm like, somebody else is gonna be more discouraged than I get from those. So, best to show an example of like how you deal with shenanigans. And while I'm not the most autistic person, I am high functioning basically, so but I am on the autism spectrum, so that gives me both the insight into how it is to be autistic while also having enough awareness of my situation to be able to be like, hey man, fuck you, you know, when it comes up, like when people want to make a point about it. I know you used to be able to like, you used to be in a situation where you thought there was something legit wrong with you because you had Asperger's, but like, or which is now part of the autism spectrum. And I kept trying to be like, Ryan, it's just part of who you are. It's not good or bad. It's just a part of who you are.
I did experience some denial for a while. I get unintentionally rhymed there.
Oh, Molly though?
Yes, we have her paragraph here. A couple reasons. My papa had an illegal job, and also we were just really, really poor and couldn't afford to move to the city. His job caused our living situation initially, but also living on our own meant we didn't need money for things, so we didn't look for any either. However, my papa did have money in the city, and when he died, I inherited it and moved away.
Oh.
So, there you go.
As I presume that was when you were in Europe, Molly. I presume. Do you mind me asking what it was that your father did that was an illegal? Like, it was just it was a regular job but paid under the table, or it was actually something like pretty illegal? And if you don't want to say, obviously don't say. Proceed to the left to the inspection hall. I'm sorry, left. Give me my map back so I can see where left is. What, this?
Lun, I'm gonna go to the restroom and throw my stuff away. Once she, if she says anything, I'll be more than happy to read that.
Right.
I get back.
Yep. You shall return. As shall we all.
And I'm gonna grab some water because my throat is a little dry.
Unauthorized border crossing, -2000? What? 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 The fuck? Somebody help me out here. What did I just do wrong? What the fuck was that? He was forced to smuggle weapons for a certain organization, but for my safety, he never kept anything related to it in the house, so I never learned anything more than that. Oh. Interesting. I will choose not to pry further. Molly, were you per chance looking at the screen? Did you see what I did wrong with that border crossing? I don't know how I got fined for that. It's only $2,000 to enter in a country wrongfully, though, apparently. Euros. You killing me, Smalls. I gotta get to my destination.
Get ready to turn right.
You're ready to turn right.
Turn right.
Oh, I don't know. I was typing. All right, no big deal. I think that might be the first time I illegally crossed a border, but I don't know what I failed to do. Like, I didn't see a place that told me to pull over and I didn't or something. So I have no idea what I did wrong there. I'd have to remember which video this is on what night and remember later to look back at it and be like, what did I do wrong? Because otherwise, I don't know. Then again, hey, if you're watching sometime really far in the future on YouTube and it was really obvious what I did wrong, leave a comment. I read all the comments on YouTube because I am a small-time streamer / YouTuber, so I read all the comments. And luckily, these days, a lot less of them are spam.
Mun, have you read her 3 previous messages?
Yes.
Oh, okay, good.
I have indeed done the thing.
That sounds rough, Molly.
Go straight
Um,
on.
Sorry you were in that situation, but I'm glad you made it out all right, and I'm sure it helped. Well, hopefully the good aspects of it, living off the land, learning how to fend for yourself.
I mean, that is good stuff to know if we have like a zombie apocalypse.
Oh, for sure. I'm sure it contributed to the person that you are today and your vast knowledge on certain subjects. So there you go.
Alright, so I will now fall asleep approximately 3 or 4 minutes before I reach my destination. I guess I got held up in border crossing. Which I did illegally, by the way, Ryan. We don't know what happened there, but something happened and I missed like a specific check. And it was like, I got fined 2,000 euros for illegally crossing, which I think is the first time that's happened in my over 100 hours with the game now. So I am really unclear what I did wrong.
And I hear you there about enjoying living in the wilderness, Molly. I've thought about just finding a cabin somewhere and maybe just spending some time, seeing if I could live off the land, perhaps even, because
I mean, I would like to live at a nice log cabin, but I'd also like to live with like actual air conditioning and internet usage that wasn't terrible and best of both worlds type situation. I'd prefer that myself.
Yeah.
Turn right. All right, I'll turn right. I can do that.
Modern conveniences, but options to unplug and just live more simply, if one wanted to.
I mean, I would like the ability to like sit in a screened-in back porch outside with like a rooftop in case it started to rain, where I could just, think about stories and type my stories. I think that would be a pretty good environment for being able to like channel stuff.
Oh, for sure.
Well, solar energy can make that happen off the grid. I mean, no power. Right. I think my biggest concern with living out in the middle of nowhere is strictly the internet speed. Gradansky's just what? I'm sorry, you have one vowel. Gradansk discovered. All right, so that's another. I didn't realize I was hitting a city that had not been discovered, but that's cool. We'll hit a city that hasn't been discovered. Nice.
Like
Progressimo.
you're like Christopher Columbus out here, discovering things.
No, Christopher Columbus didn't really discover things.
Yeah, that's his. He's just the first person I can think of.
I think maybe you could have gone with who's it? Magellan? Magellan discovered stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember who Magellan is now that I've said that out loud.
Didn't he traveled a lot of the ocean? Didn't he? Here, Google is our friend.
Google is pretty friendly. You're getting tired. You need a place to. Yeah. I know I am. Yeah.
Magellan.
And then turn right.
But I am literally 3 kilometers from my destination. I don't expect to sleep and crash at that point.
What is Magellan known for? Was a Portuguese explorer who is credited with masterminding the first expedition to circumnavigate the world.
Okay, yeah. Because Christopher Columbus, I don't think he discovered any new lands.
Let's see. Let's find out.
Like, because Vikings landed in America before Christopher Columbus did.
It says here, he is known for his 1492 discovery of the New World of the Americas, unborn in...
Does it say but? Does it say but? But he didn't actually do that?
It doesn't say but it says in actual fact, Columbus did not discover North America.
Right.
I believe that was Amerigo Vespucci.
I mean, how also are we counting discoveries if people were already living here? You know what I'm saying? So there's that too. I'm sorry, is the power out? Wait, what?
Get ready to turn
The streetlights were just blinking yellow.
Yeah, Columbus was not a good dude, Molly. That's for sure.
Terrorized the Americas and killed the natives and claimed the Americas as his own. That's... Well, I mean, he claimed that he discovered the land and then he named it after the benefactor who sent him on the trip in the first place, right? That was Amerigo Vespucci, right? Is a different person?
Was that who Amerigo Vespucci was?
I can be very wrong about things. I am bad with history. I get most of the history I can remember at this point I get from Assassin's Creed.
Have we played an
and Mafia, actually.
Have we played an Assassin's Creed yet where you're around when the New World was discovered?
Yeah. It was named after America, Molly says. Okay, so spoilers for Assassin's Creed Brotherhood? Brotherhood. I think Brotherhood. Spoilers for Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, otherwise known as Assassin's Creed 2-2, I should say. There is a moment in that game I believe those games are happening before. Let's see, what was it? 1492 was Columbus's. So 14. I believe those Assassin's Creed games happen in 1440 something, 1445. And there is a scene in which Ezio Auditore is using an Apple of Eden, and he's like, "What is this? What is all this land?" And they actually have like there's a map of the world as it is predicted to be through the Isu artifact, the Apple of Eden. That is the full map of the world before they know the full map of the world in the regular timeline. So as a result of that, the assassins and presumably the Templars also knew that there was more land to find out there that they had not been to yet.
Yeah.
Alright, we are parking this. Dang, baby. Fries are done.
I understood that reference.
Oh, there you go. You understood that reference.
Yep.
How much money did I make? I believe I made enough money to barely get a truck. So let's do that. Truck manager. Truck dealer. Let's top this off by getting ourselves another Iveco. I think we will barely make this work. Okay, let's see. So we are fully statting out Tekradag. And we have one truck slot left of our available warehouses. Then I'm going to start putting money into expanding our existing purchases, or possibly buying a warehouse where chat determines that we would go after Scandinavia. We'll see what happens there. We are going to go to recruitment agency, and we're going to hire a driver. We're going to put him in that truck. Not a ton of choices here. We got high value and explosives for Agnes. I like how Martin looks, though. Martin looks serious. He's got fragile explosives. That sounds like a good combination.
It looks like a very intelligent person with the
He's
glasses
putting on a good show, I'm sure.
Yes.
Alright, we are left with $2,000, and for anybody who is watching later on YouTube, we would like to thank you for watching. This has been Euro Truck Simulator 2, presented by Improvision Entertainment. I've been Hunter Munn. And? All I heard was and. And?
And? What? What?
You're supposed to say you're Ryan. Aren't you Ryan? You're Ryan, aren't you?
I thought I said that.
All I heard was and? And that was all I heard.
I am Ryan?
Alright. Later.
See you in the future.